Hello world, it's me, Julian Venables, the London Astrologer, here with some 5-minute daily astrology for you. We're in quite a busy phase at the moment, busy as the planets are moving into air signs, and therefore we've got a lot going on to talk about, I guess, but I'm going to try and keep it down to 5 minutes for you. So I'll show you the board to show you what's happening first. The two things I want to talk about in this video are, the first one is Sun trine Saturn. Sun has now moved into Gemini. It is trining Saturn in Aquarius, and that peaks on Friday, tomorrow, at 12 noon. Also, tomorrow, Friday, we have Mercury going fast through Gemini, making a link and connection to, a conjunction to Venus, who is retrograde in Gemini. They meet at 8:30 in the morning on Friday. And then Venus is already squared, but Mercury then squares Neptune, and that peaks at 3:45 in the afternoon on Friday. So we're looking here at stuff starting Friday morning being a very active moment in your calendar. You've got 12 noon, Sun trine Saturn, 3:45, Mercury square Neptune. This is the formula. It's a very busy formula day, if you like, of astrological formulas, equations of time. And so here we go. I'm going to start talking to you about a little bit about them to give you some ideas, maybe what to look out for and what to aim for. So, firstly, we've got Sun trine Saturn. The sun is our sense of self. It's what it's what your sense of radiance or emanating. It's what you're being very consciously aware of. Saturn is the long-term project, the hard work, the commitment, the responsibility, what you kind of want to be known for. When the Sun trines Saturn, there's a very nice link, quite easygoing. It means that there's a sense of harmony in the air about what you're trying to do and who you're trying to be. So there's a good potential to express yourself on this day, particularly through your work. So keep all that in mind. In the air signs, it's about ideas, concepts, conversations. It's about information. It's about learning. And with Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius, there's quite a strong sense of the future because Saturn has just moved into Aquarius. It is currently retrograding. So there may have been some good ideas put down recently. It's all kind of in a way connected to this whole quarantine and lockdown situation, because as a community we're starting to think differently. Ideas are coming through about how, collectively how we can move forwards in a way to make some reforms possibly. So when the Sun in Gemini trines Saturn, then there's maybe a sense of there's a lot of developments that can be made in the future here. So there's things to think about. It peaks, it's building up today, Thursday the 21st. It peaks on 12 noon on Friday the 22nd, tomorrow. So see what you can make of Sun trining Saturn today. Now, another aspect, or the other aspect that I'd like to talk about today is Mercury squaring Neptune. Now yesterday, and I didn't make a video about this, but yesterday, Venus squared Neptune. That's it was a big aspect, but I didn't talk about it. I didn't make a video because Mercury was coming to join Venus today, and I thought that would really highlight it. It would really pick it out and make it much more easy to talk about in a way. So Mercury is the messenger. Mercury is the conversation. Mercury is the phone call, the email. It's the meeting someone that you didn't expect to see possibly. Mercury is also the idea of the exchange of information. It's putting one idea to the other. One person over here connecting A to B. And in Gemini, there's a lot of very good ideas, quick-witted, logical, analytical kind of stuff. Venus is about relationships, and it's about values. So there's a lot about, and because Venus is retrograde at the moment, there's a lot about thinking about relationships from the past, how you used to relate. Is there any way of, bringing that back, or maybe it's a particular partner that you're thinking about, an old love, an old flame, that kind of thing. And it's also about money and values and self-worth and self-esteem. So ideas that are worth things, ideas that can be valued, along with the actual message getting across to people, like speaking about something that's quite important. Now, the both of these together, or Mercury leads the way here. Mercury squares Neptune tomorrow. Firstly, 8:30 a.m. Venus conjuncts Mercury conjuncts Venus, and Mercury is going forward very quickly. Venus is going slowly in reverse, in retrograde. So there's a sense of one meeting the other, and it's quick, it's fast, it's thoughtful, it's a good idea, it's a sense of some skill, some interaction, some interplay of some kind, because that really is also what Gemini is about. Gemini is taking the relationship of something and putting it into experience, because that's airiness. So it takes the idea of relating together and putting it into an experience type of situation. The square to Neptune makes things a bit befuddled or confusing, but it also makes for a strong fantasy imagination to be brought about. So it could be that there is a big dream coming through, a big visualization, a big idea, something that's yet to be made, but it's pushing itself through. It's a square. So then maybe there's a big thing that's been building up for a long time. Is it about unification? Is it about collective consciousness? Is it about merging or unifying or becoming one with? Spiritualizing, a unification, a oneness, because that's also very Pisces. So we're looking at this idea of a clever idea, Mercury, pulling in people from the past, Venus retrograde, about activating an imaginary, fantastical possibility, Neptune, that is unifying and spiritualizing. So put all that together, Sun trine Saturn as well, and maybe there's a change of career idea coming through, something that can really you can recognize in yourself as being a change, something to evolve, seeking out something new. That's very airy, and I'll leave you with that because that's around about 5 minutes, and tomorrow I'll be back because there's also a new moon tomorrow afternoon, and I'll be doing you a video about that. So please, I hope you enjoyed this. Try to keep it as condensed as possible. Subscribe down here, press the red button and click the little bell. Please give me a thumbs up here for my videos. You're very welcome to leave a comment, and I hope you enjoy this, and I look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow when I do a new moon video. Bye for now.